has started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Keon White got in there for the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Ravens coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And the numbers for Andrews last week, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
To throw again is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is caught. And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. First and goal at the 2-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a nice gain there. It's going to be taken down just shy of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Baltimore's set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
This 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Higgins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
First down, Patriots.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead at the 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because The entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. So no gain on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
13 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 6.
They'll look to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown! T. Higgins from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson.
He's got this to Pickens.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Kenny Pickett, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Anthony Richardson, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. DK Metcalf, a touchdown catch in the victory. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who could use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
He'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A good pickup there at 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass complete to Higgins. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw here. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Gotta give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read.
Well, he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
Sheds off the tackle.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Ravens ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out. Then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson locates Hardman for another catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So the Patriots coming out now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different...
It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a two-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, here's Jackson. The short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. T. Higgins out on offense for the rest of his teammates for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And a Patriot first down.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll look to throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 20-10, 2:18 on the clock. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jackson on 1st down. Dobbins with it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quicker. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Jackson to throw. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Now 1st and goal. Jackson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's got it. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it.
This is 1st and 10.
So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Throwing, Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now all eyes on the Patriots, trailing by 4. A little under 30 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He finds Douglas complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. He's back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Ravens, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.